On July the 16th, 2024, two brothers ran away from home. This is part 5 of their adventure on the Trans-American Trail.
All right, so today is July the 31st.
Last day of July, Dave.
Last day of July.
We've already burned it up.
Yeah, and we're in Maggie Court. We skipped talking about a couple other days. So yesterday was a 0 day. We crashed and burned in Weatherly. Had some great food at Blue Mountain Pizza. And it was a really good day to crash. We sort of sorted through our stuff, looked again at what we can get rid of in a couple days in Tennessee at Dan's brother-in-law and sister-in-law's. The day before that, though, that was a kind of really frustrating day. A
lot of U-turns, a lot of turnbacks, a lot of frustration in that the paths weren't open.
Yeah, so the Craggy Pass or whatever. We got up there, and the National Park Service had closed that trail to all traffic,
including foot
traffic. So it was non-passable. So usually I'm ask for forgiveness instead of permission, but it didn't really look like anybody had been down that trail in a good while. So we tried to pick up the TAT further down when it came out, and we just had all sorts of issues with the GPS problems, and we went round and round. Matter of fact, we passed a little gas station restaurant, and the old guys were they
got to know us by waving.
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
there they go again.
Yeah, and even some guys on a bicycle, they were like, oh my God, there they go again.
Yeah.
So finally we gave up and went into Weatherly. And it was a good move. We crashed and burned there. And, the one thing that came out of it that was really good is we had stopped at this little bump on the road where there was a post office, and we were getting low on gas. I mean, real low on gas. We were on reserve.
First time that we had to go on reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so
that guy...
Yeah, we talked to a guy who had lived in Florida and did boating and stuff.
Didn't he say he lived in Hawaii?
No, I don't.
Was that the one?
No, that's the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we've talked to a ton of people. That's part of the reason why we're going slow on this trip is how many people we've talked to. But this guy was really great because he had traveled across America on his bicycle. And we were talking to him about the GPS and turnaround, and he said, you know what? He got so frustrated on his trip. He was always backtracking and turning back and rerouting and stuff, and he said he finally got to the point where he realized that it's just part of the adventure, and he got good with it. And that was good for us because we got good with it. We're pretty good with it. Today we missed a turn, and instead of getting all bent out of shape, we were kind of like, wow, maybe we should have kept on this turn. It was a great
Well, it was pretty technical and got really narrow, and it was a good ride. So, but we had to go back. It was only, about maybe a mile in?
Yeah, a mile in. A little more than a mile in, but it was great. And we got back on Forest Road.
But with our luck, we would have followed it out and not been able to get through, and then So yeah. Oh, let me make just one quick correction for you, Dave. David said we were in Maggie Court. Well, I live on Maggie Court. We're actually in Maggie Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Where the Wheels Through Time Museum is, and this is Wednesday, and we found out they're closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, so we're not going to be able to make that.
Yeah, because we're out of here early in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to try to blow through a big part of Tennessee tomorrow. So it should be fun. We're enjoying it. It was great. I mean, the roads we were on today were a lot of fun. We came up across a couple guys in the middle of the road a couple times on the gravel. But a lot of gravel. Our tires were much happier today. They weren't screaming as much on the blacktop.
Yeah, well, just give you an example on the asphalt with those tires. You have to wear earplugs because man, do they whine.
Yeah, the Moto Z's are definitely a noisy tire on the. They weren't that noisy when we first got them on the blacktop, but the more you ride them on the blacktop, the noisier they get. And they don't get 4,000 miles. I mean, it's probably going to be about 3,000 that we get on those tires.
If we get lucky.
But and all said and done, going through Virginia and West Virginia and a good part of North Carolina, it was more of 50-50 mix of gravel and tarmac. It
was supposed to be 2080.
2080, but maybe that's the overall trip 2080.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. But when we needed the Moto Zs, we needed the Moto Zs. So
indeed.
It was pretty good. It was fun because I could really throw some rock at my brother in the back and mud. So
I got a chance to be up front for a bit.
You did. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. And you didn't get us lost. So that was good.
Well, I had hats off to my brother because man, that navigation is frustrating. And if you see his handlebars, I mean, he's got.
Yeah, I think I'm going to turn half of that off and just. I would stick with this, but my
the roll chart.
This is really, I like this because it takes the confusion out as to whether I go right or left. But the mileage thing is with mine is off, and what's interesting, it's not consistently off. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. As soon as I can figure out how to get lat lawn off my GPS unit, I'll be able to see exactly kind of what's going on. Have a better idea, but I do kind of like this. It's sort of like my suspenders that go along with my belt. But we're doing great. We're having fun.
He's definitely addicted to the suspenders, and I never thought my brother would wear suspenders.
Let's not talk about suspenders.
Yeah,
we're doing good here. I think it's almost time for us.
I need to get something to eat.
Yeah, and we noticed we don't have food this time, so we're gonna go get Italian tonight.
Oh, you decided we'd do the Italian?
I think, either that or we have to drive out of town and go get.
Maggie Valley doesn't have a big,
but we
selection of restaurants. But
and an interesting thing is we're staying at the A Holiday Hotel, not the Holiday, and the A Holiday. It looks like a little mom and pop on the side of the road. Dan had stayed here before with his kids.
Back in 2012.
And this place was like $89. I would have never stopped here if my brother hadn't said this is a nice place. But it is a nice place. It looks like an old mom and pop, but when you get in the room, they're all freshly painted. They have new mattresses. It's a nice place. It's cleaner than most of the hotels that we have stayed in, so it's really nice.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're not camping tonight, but tomorrow night we got to get back on the camping trail, so we'll start camping again.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go through our videos, show a couple from our frustrating turn around and around. I was hoping we got the bear today. There was a bear on the trail.
Oh yeah,
but we missed him.
All I saw was his butt going up the.
Yeah, I saw a good part of him. So he was a small cub, not a big one.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll get the videos all squared away and get caught up on that tonight since we're in a hotel.
Yeah.
All right, later.
Till next time, bye.
Wow, check this out. This is different.